Welcome back. This is part 2 of my NotebookLM tutorial, and today we're focusing on the Studio panel and the Studio cards. Before we jump into Studio, look over here at the Sources panel. These are the sources we've already curated, the PDFs, links, and videos we chose on purpose. So NotebookLM is working from information we trust. I've chosen the topic of age reversal from my notes for this example. If you want to learn how to build this sources list step by step, watch part 1 of my NotebookLM video. I'll link it below. Now, in plain English, these cards are shortcuts. They help you transform your notes and sources into useful formats in just a few clicks. Instead of starting from scratch, you pick a card and it creates something structured like a quick audio summary, a visual breakdown, a mind map, or a report. They're useful because they save you time in 3 ways. First, they organize information for you, so you get clear sections and key points. Second, they change the format, so you can learn the same topic as audio, as a visual, or as a study guide. And third, they help you focus, because you can generate something that targets exactly what you need, like only the steps, only the pros and cons, or only the part about costs. And the best part is you can customize these before you generate, usually by clicking the pencil edit icon so the output fits your goal instead of being generic. In this video, I'm going to go through each card one by one, and for every card, I'll show you a quick example of how to customize it. For example, making it shorter, more beginner-friendly, or focused on one specific topic. All right, let's begin with Audio Overview. Audio Overview turns your sources into an audio-style episode, like 2 AI hosts talking through the material. Before you generate it, click the pencil icon to open Customize Audio Overview. Up top, you'll see Format. This changes the style of the episode. Deep Dive is the most detailed. It's a lively conversation that unpacks and connects ideas across your sources. Best when you want the most thorough explanation. Brief is the quick version. It gives you a bite-sized overview so you can grasp the core ideas fast. Critique is like an expert review. It gives constructive feedback, points out strengths and weaknesses, and helps you evaluate the quality of the material. Debate is a thoughtful back and forth. It highlights different perspectives, which is great when your topic has pros and cons. Next is Choose Language. That's simply what language the episode will be in. Then we have Length, short, default, or long. Short is the fastest listen, default is balanced, and long goes deeper. In this example, I will choose short, but if you plan to listen to this podcast while driving or during a flight, you might want to choose long. And at the bottom, this is the most important part. What should the AI hosts focus on in this episode? This is where you steer the episode so it's not generic. Now let me show you a real example setup. For this demo, I'm going to choose Format, Debate, Length, Short, and I'll keep the language set to English. And in the focus box, I'll type something like this. Debate, Age Reversal, Realistic Timeline to a Real Breakthrough and Public Availability. Now I'll click Generate. When it finishes, you'll hear the AI hosts debate the big timeline question, breakthrough versus real-world availability. When the audio finishes, just click on it and press play at the bottom.
Presents this pretty stark dichotomy. Basically, is biological age reversal a reality sitting in Russian clinics right now, or is it a moonshot technology still a decade away? I am arguing that the breakthrough has already happened. We're just looking in the wrong places.
Yeah, and I'm arguing that what we have today is really just high-end maintenance. It is not reversal. I stand with the futurist perspective, specifically that 2035 timeline proposed by experts like Peter Diamandis, because true age reversal requires a systemic genetic overhaul.
All right, that was the audio overview we just generated, and we listened to it. Now, if you click the 3 dots next to the audio overview, you'll see a few useful options. Rename, change the title so it's easier to find later. Download, save a copy to your computer. Share, send it to someone or share it to another place. View custom prompt. This is big. It shows the exact instructions you gave, so you can tweak the wording and regenerate a better version. Delete. Remove this audio overview if you don't need it. If you'd like to add this audio to your notes, Just head down below where it says Add Note, then tap it. This will now be a part of your sources. So that wraps up the audio overview card. Next, let's move on to the next studio card, the slide deck. All right, let's move on with the next card in our studio panel, the slide deck. What's a slide deck? A slide deck is basically a set of slides, like a PowerPoint or Google Slides presentation. Think of it as a visual story that you flip through one slide at a time. What's it good for? 3 big things. First, teaching and explaining. If you're showing a process, a checklist, or steps, slides, keep it clean and easy to follow. Second, summarizing information fast. Instead of reading a long article, you can turn it into key points, headlines, bullets, and simple visuals. Third, presenting ideas to other people. Like pitching a business idea, sharing a plan, or giving a quick report, slides make you look organized and professional. And the best part, you can reuse a slide deck in a lot of ways, present it live, export it as a PDF, or even use the slides as visuals in your YouTube video. So if you want your content to be clearer and easier to follow, a slide deck is one of the simplest tools to do it. Now, if you want to change how the slide deck is laid out, click the pencil icon. That opens the customization settings so you can edit the style and structure before generating the deck. Alright, the slide deck is created. I'm going to click slide deck here in the studio. Now you'll see all the slides show up on the right panel. If I click any slide, it opens up a full screen view of the deck. Up at the top, I can hit the play button to start the presentation. While it's playing, I can click on the current slide to move to the next slide. And when I'm done, I just hover my cursor all the way to the top of the screen until the X shows up. Click that, and it exits the presentation. Next up is video overview. This is where NotebookLM turns your sources into a ready-to-watch video-style summary, so you can understand the key ideas fast or even use it as a quick review. Up here, you can pick the format. If I choose explainer, it gives a more structured, connect the dots overview. If I choose brief, it keeps it short and bite-sized, just the core takeaways. Right here, you can also choose the language, so the overview is generated in the language you want. Then down here, you can choose the visual style. You can leave it on auto-select or pick a specific look like classic, whiteboard, kawaii, or anime. There's also a custom option if you want more control. And finally, in this box, what should the AI host focus on? You can tell it exactly what you want the overview to emphasize. When you're ready, just click Generate. Now that our video is finished, you can play it by clicking on the play button here. It will then display on the right panel and you can view it here. I prefer viewing it on a bigger screen myself, so I'll click on this full screen button. Click on the play button on the bottom left here to start the video. To keep this tutorial moving, we're just gonna listen to a short excerpt of the video so we don't make this tutorial too long.
Mind-bending quest to extend human life. I mean, really think about that question. What if we could cure aging? This is the very idea that's sparking a massive revolution in biology. The whole conversation is shifting. Scientists are no longer seeing aging as this unavoidable decline. Instead, they're framing it as a puzzle to be solved, a condition that we can manage, slow down, and maybe, just maybe...
The finished video is really good, definitely worth viewing and listening to the whole thing. Just like the other cards, you can share or download this video. To close the video, you can click here or click where it says Studio to close this video. For the rest of these studio cards, I'm not going to walk through how to create them step by step because it's the same process as the audio overview, slide deck, and video overview we already covered. Instead, I'll just open each one and show you what the output looks like. First up is Mind Map. Here's what the finished mind map looks like. Notice how it lays out the main topic and branches everything into subtopics. Next is reports. This is the output it generates, basically a clean written report pulled from your sources. Now flashcards. Here's the flashcard set it created. Quick question and answer style cards. Next is quiz. This is what the quiz looks like. Questions generated from the sources in your notebook. Now infographic, here's the finished infographic, more visual and easy to skim. And last is data table. Here's the output, your info organized into a table, so it's easier to scan and compare. All right, that's it. We've now demoed all of the studio cards in NotebookLM, and you've seen what each one can generate from your sources and notes. If you haven't watched part 1 of this NotebookLM series yet, make sure you check it out, because that's where I show you how to add sources and build your notes the right way. And it'll make everything in this video work even better. And if this tutorial helped you, please like the video, subscribe, and most importantly, leave a comment. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want me to improve. That feedback helps me make the next video better for you.